Yeah. Wake up with coffee and sports. Sunrise glow, listen coast to coast. A flow like you know.
Offensively, who made them? Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Sideline to sideline with plays to show. This network's got the spark.
When you put up 300 yards rushing against someone, that you got your butt whooped.
I feel like I would have liked to see Oregon Ohio State in the semis, not the quarters. So I think some reseeding is probably where I would change. But
they're out of their mind. They're going to do this 3 quarterbacks in a row.
Here's the crazy.
I just can't take it.
Birds keep flying high, fans cheering loud, and one podcast moving through the crowd. Needy boys brawling, no holds barred loud. This wire life never in doubt. Tune into the vibe.
That's my bold prediction for the show. Devin Booker, in the next 3 years, he will be a Houston Rocket.
Because I still think Seth is still at the top of his game. I do. I think he's right there. Who knows? Maybe. Not this year, but one time soon. Why wouldn't we potentially see Seth and Roman? You know what I mean?
Tune in the vibe. Party Rex, blood centers. Got me on the mic now, let's spill the tea. Talking courtside dreams from history. Legends on the blacktop now and then. From Will to Steph, we hit it again. Momentum chimes in, let's go deep. Young bloods rising, can't skip a beat. Puppy prospects with fire in their eyes. Draft night suckers and hoop dream highs. Wire to wire, bring the heat. Podcast magic can't be beat. Do better, but roll better. Or who cares? Trendsetters.
Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It is your boy, Guardy3, and welcome to our watch-along for Game 5. Of course, we got some, we got Pacers-Knicks tonight, and definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be a great game. So, Knicks are off to a quick start, a nice little 4-0 start to begin this game. Tonight, it'll just be me, the greatest co-host of all time. Feeling a little under the weather tonight, but that's okay. So hopefully he gets well soon, and hopefully we get a really good game tonight. So, always more than welcome to ask me anything. Hey, welcome, Andre. Who do I got? I think the Pacers closed this one out. Knicks are off to a great start to dispel that, but I don't know. I don't think without Cat, I don't know if they pull this one off. I was already doubting the Knicks a little bit, even when Cat was hobbled, but now I'm just not very sure about this Knicks team with a hobbled Cat. Yeah, they do. They do. I love what OKC's done. And listen, if they finish off the season by winning a championship, they could go down as one of the better defenses that we've seen in a minute. They're an all-time great defense in terms of turning the ball over. They are insane. So whoever gets out of this series, it's going to be an uphill battle. I think that they're just an all-time defensive team. I think they're one of the best, arguably, I don't know if you can name, 5 defenses that have been better since the turn of the 2000s. They've been absolutely insane. They're a very interesting team because they're just so deep. They're 8, 9 guys deep that are just insane defenders. And you have got when you can bring in guys like Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace off the bench with those guys being insane defenders, guys like Ihart, OKC, if they close it out with a dominant, finals performance, I think they're going to go down as like an all-time great, defensive season this year, especially when it comes to them forcing turnovers. They play the passing lanes like no other. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the finals, but like I say, Pacers better pick it up a little bit here. Not a great start for them, but the thing with the Pacers is if you want to beat them, you got to put them down fully. They're resilient and they never give up. So the Knicks better keep the foot on the throat here. But we are gonna have some interesting conversations too if the Knicks do lose. Like, I already hate the switch up that the media is doing. By the way, it's absolutely bonkers. Like, I think this Knicks team is right where they're kind of supposed to be. Like, I doubted them being a finals team when they made the Mikal trade. When they traded for Bridges, and I think they had a great season. This is a team that hadn't seen an Eastern Conference Finals really since, what was it? I think they faced the Pacers back in like '01. Like, they haven't been there in a minute. So the fact that they, came back and made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think is great, but everybody seems ready to just burn the building down and start fresh. That drives me a little crazy. Like, seeing people go, well, Brunson's dragging an average team, to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, Cat had like an all NBA season. He was fantastic all year. OG Ananobi's been great for them. Like, this is a deep team. This is a deep team with a lot of great defenders and a lot of great talent. Saying you knocked off the favorites in the Celtics, like, this was a great season for them, regardless of what happens. Now, the interesting part to me with the Knicks is, do you think Tibbs is the guy going forward? Because the reason I question that is because you're going to have to pay Mikal Bridges. So then you're going to have Cat, OG, Mikal, and Jalen Brunson, all on big deals. At that point, you're just going to have to kind of develop like rookie scale guys and, young talent around those four. So I think they're going to have to question if they believe in the player development of Tom Thibodeau, which never really has been his strength. So I think it'll be interesting to see if they lose this series, if they stick with Tibbs here. Go. Ooh, good hit by Pascal. If I'm the Pacers, I'm just attacking Cat over and over and over and over again. Every action, I'm bringing Cat into it. Oh, rimmed out. Here we go. Here comes Pascal. Great look. Oh, couldn't get it to go, but that was a good look. Here we go. Oh. Oh, is Brunson hurt? Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, his knee kind of twisted awkwardly. Here we go. Oh, where somebody come get that ball for a Mitch. Here we go. Cat. Looks like, oh wow, what an awful pass from Cat. That's going to lead to some fast break action. Hallie gives it to Turner. Or other way around. Great pass. Skip it one more. Shepard with the 3. That's what makes this indie team so dangerous. Just everybody is a willing playmaker. Great drive and kick. One more. Found the open Shepard, who got it to go. Off. All right, here we go. Shepard, he gives it to Hallie. Oh, swings it up to Pascal, who's going to go right at Cat. Nice little fadeaway, and he is fouled. Great. There it is. Yeah, if the Pacers just play their game and just keep moving the ball around and sprinkle in some Pascal ISOs, I think they'll be just fine. And like I said, as much as the Pacers team, they're fun to watch. As much as I want to hate on them for continuously knocking out my Bucks over and over again, they really are fun to watch. They just share the ball so well. It's just a terrific thing to do. There we go. Split the free throws. All right, here we go, Brunson. Let's see what you got here. Corner, swings it to OG, goes to the screen. Oh, what is this? What is happening? Oh, he's going to hit a fade, ain't he? Fade away. Yep. That ended up working out. Got Mikal right to his sweet spot. Just terrific. Oh! Pacers just being relentless there. They almost got themselves a second chance opportunity off the miss. Here we go, Mikal. Little pick and roll with Mitch. Good block by Turner. Pushing the pace. They got Mikal behind the action. Oh, pass that right back. Hallie's got Brunson. It looks like he likes the matchup. Oh, good. I don't know if we'll I don't know if that's good defense or he just looks like he got fouled, but I do like the fact that New York isn't trying to run right now. It feels like that's when this, Knicks team really gets into trouble. When they're trying to sit there and run with the Pacers, that's just an impossible task to do. I love what I say. I'm loving the idea of an Indiana-Oklahoma City finals. That would be so much fun. Here we go. OG, step back. Yep, nope. Gee, fouls Tyree shooting a 3. Yuck. Oh, gotta keep your hand out of the cookie jar there, OG. Gotta keep your hand out. Say, this Knicks team also has, this Knicks team's also kind of got to think about with, obviously you're looking at a, future Mikal, extension here. And I guess this is that would be a fun question for the chat too. Do you think that Brunson, Cat, OG, Bridges, do you think that's good enough to, win it all in the future? What do you think about a future, a core 4 of those guys going forward? I'll say the potential there, like first year together, multiple new starters already in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like I said, I think this year's a success for the Knicks. But I'm curious what you guys think about like the future trajectory of New York. Cat, careful. He almost hit the three, then almost tripped over a fan. Oh, Nemhard misses the reverse. Say Knicks pushing. Say Cat driving. Good take. Say Carl Anthony Towns, Sorny and all, ain't stopping him. A little 5-0 run. Nemhard with the one-legged fade. So Jalen Brunson's going to want this ISO. And he makes it work. Just cashes that three. Say, Turner gave him too much space. He easily walked into it. Here we go. Nemhard. You go a little Nemhard top and screen. Top and flares out. Fakes a step back. Say Hallie's got to look for a screen. He's got to look to shoot here. 2 seconds left. Little side strafing three. Air ball. Here we go. Knicks clear. Oh, Brunson! Brunson with the heat check three, baby! Wow. Jalen Brunson. Oh. They're going to have to keep their foot on the throat here. Great start for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic this series. Win or lose, Jalen Brunson on offense has just been a terrific player. Giving this Pacers defense 30 a night, like he's an absurd talent, man. So it's a good start for the Knicks. This is the best start that they could have asked for. Up 10. Like I said, I think they're playing at the perfect pace right now. They just cannot fall into the Pacers trap. Pacers will always tempt you to run. And I think the fun part about the Pacers is just you never know who's going to step up. We had, it's been Nemhard, Neesmith for most of the series, and then Obi Toppin hit a big three last game. Like, with the Pacers, it's just, that's why it's so fun watching them. You never know with them. And Tyrese Halliburton is developing into developing right before our eyes. This is a guy who's led like the most clutch offense this entire playoffs. And this overall, I think it's been a great series. We've got a couple of classics in there for those first couple games. A lot of great, chess match going on between Rick Carlisle and Thibodeau. And honestly, the fact that Rick Carlisle, when that top 75 list came out, wasn't a top 15 coach of all time, to me was absurd. Like, even at the time, like, it was absurd, but now, like, looking back, it's even worse. I think we can all agree that we can remove Doc Rivers out of there, replace him with Carlisle. I find weird though. We have maybe an impending, because this series is not over yet. Knicks could still do the 3-1 comeback, which would be exciting. But we have a potential Indy Oklahoma NBA Finals, and I don't understand some people because they're they're talking about how, they're not excited for it, which is fine. I'm not telling you have to be excited for this potential finals matchup. But the reasoning is always, well, look at the ratings are going to tank because it's too small market. Like, there's so many people on like online worried about like the markets and ratings. Like, are you an NBA executive? Because if the answer is no, then just shut up and enjoy basketball. Like, I guess I don't understand how you can't, like, why you watch the Pacers this postseason and can't, think anything less of them being a really fun team to watch. Or like the Knicks, even the Knicks, like Brunson's such a fun player to watch. When Cat gets going, he's a lot of fun. This Thunder team, he's been a lot, has been a great time. TJ McConnell, Tony Bradley couldn't finish that. That's going to be Pacers ball, but I thought Tony Bradley had a little bit of a gimme there, but he couldn't finish it. Oh, good foul by McBride. Make sure that Toppin earns these from the line. Yeah, nobody picks up Toppin. And he just cuts right down the middle. Good hit. All right, he hit the first one from the line. Let's see if he can go 2-2. And it's good. All right. Here we go. All right, got some off-ball action going for Brunson. Now he's got it. Mikal sets a screen. ISO. Trying to... Oh, that shooter's touch. Brunson has 14 already. He's on a heater. This Pacers defense just hasn't figured out a way to stop him. TJ McConnell drains it. Ooh! TJ McConnell never shoots threes, so if he's hitting threes, that's probably not a great sign for New York, but you'll live with that. McConnell's like superpower, just is more, he's relentless. He's a good finisher around the rim, and he's just relentless attacking it. Good defense by McConnell, getting it out in transition. Here we go, a little screen, a roll, kicks it to Toppin, pump fake, tries to get around Hart, kicks it back to McConnell. Here we go, Alley, another screen. Now Shepard with the floater over Bridges, off. Say Robinson's going to swing it over to Bridges. Here we go, Josh Hart. Oh, no, breakdown. Nobody guarded Mitchell Robinson. Easy dunk. Obi's trying to make up for that mistake, and that's off. So here we go. Here comes Brunson. Pull up. Oh, that would have been huge if he hit that. Toppin's not having a good one. Toppin loses Mitchell Robinson, misses a three, and now just turns the ball over. Yeah, it's a good call right now by Rick. Get Toppin out of there. He's got to, sit him down for a minute and let him recalibrate. So in comes Benedict Mathurin and Pascal Siakam. Here we go. Little screen. Oh, double screen action. Robinson rolls, kicks to the corner. Josh Hart attacking. Oh, got to help him out. Bridges gets it. 3-pointers up, and it's off. So here comes McConnell. They have numbers. Mitchell Robinson's behind the play. Pascal takes it up. It's in. Here we go. Here comes Jalen Brunson. He wants to go at Mathurin. Oh. Here we go. Brunson. Oh, almost lost Mathurin. Oh, good. Nice little step through. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Chance to cut the lead to 4 here. McConnell swings it to the corner. Shepard. Oh, they passed up on be careful. Here we go. Here comes Pascal. Benedict, he ain't passing up shit. Shiz. Good 3. Sometimes what the Pacers will do is overpass and like pass up good shot or great looks, and I thought it was going to happen there, but Benedict, stepped in and knocked down the 3 anyway. Josh Hart. That's rims out. Say McConnell's going to slow it down, hold it for the last shot. Here we go. Shepard with the screen. Mathurin's going to have to shoot this one. Oh. Bridges lets it rip. Oh, that's off. Alrighty. So if you're the Pacers, you're actually very happy right now. Because this could have been a lot worse. They started out really rough, but they really picked it up at the end of the first. Knicks, you're happy you have the lead. So both teams have things that they got to work on. Both teams though are probably pretty satisfied right now, ironically enough. Knicks though, they better be careful. Say Pacers offense really started picking it up there at the end. But I say anybody just tuning in, welcome. Normally I have a co-host, but say he's feeling a little under the weather, so it's just me tonight. We're just doing a fun little watch along to the game. My name is Guardy3. I'm a big fan of, the NBA, obviously. But I'm also a fan of the NFL, pro wrestling. At the end of the day, I love talking hoops, so you can ask me anything. I'm down to answer pretty much any question, whatever you want. Say we and also definitely want to touch on some Minnesota Timberwolves as well. Obviously they're out, they're done. And when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and there's a lot of discourse around them right now, and they're another team where I can't think of their season any less than a success. Listen, this is a team that they were really never thought of as contenders going into the turn of the new year. That everybody thought that team was just cannon fodder, playing fodder. But they stuck together. They worked really hard. Randall upped his game. Everybody upped their game, and they made a surprise Western Conference Finals run. I thought Julius Randle actually played very well throughout the playoffs. Obviously, he struggled against OKC, but in all reality, who didn't? I think Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of discourse about him. I think there's things he definitely has to work on. I'll give him credit where credit's due, obviously. I think that's first and foremost, because a lot of your all-time great players, they normally wait a little while longer than him to make the conference finals. Anthony Edwards already has back-to-back conference final strips under his belt. So, I got to give him credit. He clearly is an insane talent that can impact winning in a positive way. That being said, I think for a team like the Thunder, the little things I'd love to see him work on is just, I think first and foremost, I think his playmaking has actually come a long way this year. I think it's still something that he can improve on, but I will acknowledge it has come a long way. But I'd love to see him add a little, mid range to his game. I think, a lot of the times he struggled with the Thunder defense. They took away that 3-point line and they try to take away the, rim. And, he would still shoot those anyway, but Anthony Edwards this year is like a 35% mid range shooter. If he can up that to like, being a 45 or even like a 43, if he can get respectable in that area, he would become like almost an impossible cover. But overall, I think it's kind of weird to think of the Wolves season as anything less than a success, especially relative to what expectations were. Hey, Landry Shamet. Good finish by Cat. That was a great finish. And I know we can say they made the Western Conference Finals last year, but at the end of the day, like, they moved a lot of pieces out, including Karl Anthony Towns, who was their second best player. So, all right, you're going to give it back to Pascal. Good finish by TJ. He is relentless. Here we go. Here's some more DeLon Wright action. Gonna give it to McBride. Swing it to Hart. They're trying to give it down to Cat. Good denial. 3-ball by DeLon Wright. Off. Here comes Matherin. Gives it to Pascal. Swings it out to McConnell. Off. Ooh. Karl Anthony Towns is having himself a good game. Like, offensively speaking, that this team, that when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive, it's great. Good hit. So here we go. We got ourselves a 7-point game with 10 minutes left. Okay. Either you call it travel or a reach there on Shamit. Something happened there. Good take by Toppin. That's what I'm talking about. He can definitely attack those smaller, like, mismatches. Oh, he stepped on the line. Here we go. Good take, Toppin. I love it when I think that these are great attacks there by Obi Toppin. Here we go. Good take. One more. Take it one more. DeLon Wright off. Karl Anthony Towns is a trooper. You can tell that knee is bothering him, but he is fighting through it. Pascal, 3-ball. Here we go. Oh, Cat almost loses it. Good hit. Here we go. Come on, McConnell. Say they want to bring Cat into this action. Not the shot. That's a wild shot right there. Obi Toppin. That was just a bad shot. And one. Josh Hart. Say Josh Hart is just like very very strong. Very underrated strength, honestly. Say they're doing well with these non-Brunson minutes, so that's good. Here we go. Swings it to Matherin. Oh, Hart's being aggressive. Oh, that's gonna be a foul on OG. Oh, that barely worked out. Oh. All right, here we go. Here comes Benedict Matherin. All right, here we go. Here comes the Knicks. Great defense again. Kick it back to Towns. Towns is going to take it right at Siakam, and that rims out. Pascal, that's off. Say. Good block. All right, we're at a commercial break. 40-32. We got some great back and forth action going on. I'm here for it. Here we go. Well, say it's been a good game so far. Pacers are going to start coming off of this break. Don't really care about Mission Impossible. Never really seen the movies. Never really been interested in them, honestly. Here we go. Here we go. Like I said, everybody who's tuning in, thank you. Like I said, you can ask me anything, or just hang out with me and enjoy the game. Definitely appreciate everybody that's been tuning in so far. So, Chuck. How's it going, Key? Say what's good. It's been a good game so far. It's been a good game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens for whoever wins this game. Mainly for the Pacers. If they win, obviously they go to the finals, but for the Knicks, I'm curious if they think that they need some major overhauls or to just tweak the roster around their core. Good hit. Andrew Nembhard has been insane this series. Block. Shamit! Say all the credit in the world to Landry Shamit. Tibbs normally doesn't ever go to his bench, especially in playoff series. So the fact that not only he went to Shamit, but Shamit has risen to the occasion like he has, that's great. I love to see that. I thought he was going to shooters touch that. Cat is on one. Oh, here comes Brunson. Good for him. When you're the Brunson goes out of the game and the Knicks expand on their lead. Oh, that's huge. Yep, +7. I've heard enough. Just bench Brunson for the rest of the series. Kidding, obviously. See what are the Pacers? What's the Pacers' response going to be? One more. Great look. Nesmith, corner 3. No. Good block, but it's been a little unfortunate right now for the Pacers. They keep getting these blocks, but they're just not, corralling them after. Here you go. Hallie's sending it in to Nesmith. Here we go. Pacers got to get a stop here. Offensive foul on Brunson. That's one way to get a stop. Here we go. Kicks it to Turner. Sorry, he kicked it to Nesmith. Hallie to Turner. Gonna take Towns off the dribble and up and in. Here we go. Here we go. Cut. Hard. Good cut. They're just relentless. Here we go. They're trying to set. Oh, yeah. Say Turner just ran him over. Say Shamit just took the blow there. Say now Turner might just have to sit the rest of this half. Rough first half there for Miles Turner. So here we go. Let's see if the Pacers can cut into this lead a little bit. Try to hit a cutting OG, but it is just a bit outside. Here we go. Kicks it out. One more to Toppin. Toppin's going to launch. No good. Rough three-point shooting game for the Pacers so far. All right, here we go. NBA Finals coming up is pretty wild already, almost here. Oh, Towns just tried to tip that in, but it's no good. What's up, Tony? Hey, I'm still standing on the Pacers. I still think they win this game. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Hey, thank you for tuning in. Say it's been a great game. It's been a fun game so far. At least I've enjoyed it. Say Knicks made a run, but it looks like we're gonna get 2 Halliburton free throws, and let's see if that can spark anything. Say the Pacers had a nice run to end the first quarter. Let's see if they can do it again. Say if you're the Pacers, if you're the Knicks, definitely want to end this quarter strong. Cat's playing well, but he clearly, obviously hurt his knee last game. If you can get your starters some extra rest this game, that would be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. It's like I said, and regardless of what the finals matchup for, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sorry if I'm, and it's just unfortunate that it can't be promoted as such half the time. We got, we should have, be talking about how great, like for example, a Pacers, Thunder final would be. But instead, we get a lot of, ESPN analysts, they're hitting it like, oh, there's no great teams left in the finals. And to me, that's just wild to say that there's no great teams left in the finals. That, one of the Morris frauds said that, and it's really unfortunate to be promoting a narrative that none of these teams are great when the Thunder, have been an all-time great defensive team all year, but they force an insane amount of turnovers. Say the Pacers have been the most fun team to watch, especially in the clutch. Jalen Brunson's been the most clutch player all year. Say Cat's been, uber aggressive over these past couple of games. Like I said, it's just so unfortunate when even former players like the Morris frauds want to come around and go, yeah, well, there's no great teams left. Heck, no. There are great teams left. But you're more interested in getting clickbait than actual takes. But hey, keep cashing those checks like did just chilling on the bench at the end of your career, Markeith. Oklahoma is great. That's why I didn't understand that quote. Yeah, I agree with that. If you're the Knicks, you want to put them away early. You do not want this to be close in the fourth. I completely agree, Tony. Markeith has annoyed me ever since he started playing victim when oh Jokic took a cheap shot on me and ended my career. He's not the one that cheap shotted Jokic first and then turned his back to him. So Markeith is just irritating. I do not like. He's a terrible analyst, but he's a pretty bad basketball player too. So I guess it just translates. So here we go. Oh, Brunson taking it. Oh, good board by Hart there. Say, McElbrand. Oh my gosh. He's had more cheap shots than a dive bar. You're not wrong. Say, Pascal going to the line for two. Bridges just, went for that post fade and just airballed it. I'm glad that there's more, Markeith Morris haters in here besides me, by the way. I just think that the NBA is weird in the sense that it's the only league that pushes these negative narratives. And it's not the fans, it's literal analysts that they're paying to talk about the sport wanting to push all these terrible narratives. Say the Pacers are doing well right now, just getting to the line, just being physical. Oh. Say, I agree though. Say the Knicks, I'd love a bucket here. Oh. Good second chance. That was good. Here we go. Here comes Pascal. A little inverse pick and roll. Hallie setting the screen. Pascal's cutting down. Hallie gets it. Kicks it to the corner. Good hit. Good hit. It took me a minute to realize that Jarris Walker's getting playing time, but good hit by Walker. All right, OG, that's off, but Matherin clears, so here we go. Give it to Hallie. We're going to run. It's going to... Oh, turnover. Nembhard lost it. Pascal pokes it back free, so we're just turning it over left and right. But he's going to kick it to Matherin. Corner three. Good. Oh, it's a long two. Pacers coming on strong right now. Let's see. Doubles. Oh. Right. Good take by Cat. I love it when Cat's doing this. It's just absolutely fantastic. As Pascal throws up the hook, he leaves it short, though. The Pacers genuinely don't have an answer for Cat. So when he's being aggressive like this, there's not much the Pacers can do. Mikel post fade. Good hit. Yeah, that's the scary part about the Pacers. That it feels like you need to be up by like 30 for you to feel like even somewhat comfortable, but even then they've shown that that's just not the case. Nemhard, Jarris Walker pick and pop. Oh, okay, that just rimmed out. All right, here we go. Brunson, last shot. He wants Matherin. Here we go. He turned the ball over. Let's see. They're going to get one last shot off. Is this shot good? Oh, short. All right. Halftime is here. We have an 11-point game. Yeah, no, I completely agree. The Pacers are just relentless. They just keep on coming. Say the Knicks, I think they're doing, like I said, they're doing great. I love them just attacking the paint relentlessly. This is a team that, like, if you're supposed to point a weakness at the Pacers defense, it's just rim protection. It's weird to say that because they do have Miles Turner. But if you go directly at Miles Turner, you can normally dislodge him. Because he's not like the biggest center. He's kind of a little more like on the skinnier side. So a lot of someone like Cat can easily just kind of put his body into him, knock him off balance, and just finish. Hey, what's going on, Jory? I'll say. Hey, fair enough. Yeah, I say, hopefully, I'm definitely looking forward to the second half of this game. Lately I've been spitfiring ideas on obviously my goal is to continue to grow the And One podcast, so I'm thinking about expanding into like YouTube videos, and I'm just debating which kind of videos I'd love to make. I think the Pacers will figure it out. They've like shown flashes. They keep making runs, but the Knicks have been really good this game at kind of answering those runs. Cat has been terrific. He's just too big right now for Indiana. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments are made, though, because normally this is where Rick Carlisle really makes his money. Say, Rick is a guy that he makes a lot of really great second half adjustments, and Tibbs has got to be ready for it. I don't think they need to necessarily change what they're doing right now, but they better be ready to make some tweaks and adjustments. Like I said, the Knicks have done a great job at just controlling the pace. Don't let the Pacers, run you out of the gym, especially with a lot of your team just kind of banged up right now. No, absolutely. If they don't panic, the Knicks will be fine. But like I said, Indiana's got a superpower. They always convince people that try to run with them. Say Caitlin Clark State Farm commercial. Say WNBA has been, back. It's been a lot of fun to try and keep up with. So I'm right now for WNBA update, at half the Chicago Sky 6-point lead on the Dallas Wings, and the New York Liberty have a 3-point lead on the Valkyries. So Liberty Valkyries been a great game so far. Stewie and Ionescu combining for 51 points to lead the Liberty. So definitely looking forward to seeing how that one ends. Say Arike, 15 points on 6 of 12 shooting. Glad to see that she's starting to figure it out. She's, a little bit of a rough stretch to start the year. So, but they definitely need her to, provide a lot of offense. That's been kind of where the Wings have struggled hard. For the Sky, like I said, they're up 6, leading score right now. It is Camila Cardoso, 14 points, 4 boards. So Ariel Atkins, 3 of 8 from the field. So overall, I do love the idea of just running some more action for Camilla in some of these games. So ooh, I I love the inside. Here's so I do like inside the NBA. Like, there's kind of show like why they frustrate me. I think they are in a lot of great guys when it comes to talking. Like, they're really funny, but like Chuck just talks some great hoops there, but they just don't do that consistently enough for my liking. It's because of Shaq and his undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah, I will say it's weird to listen to Shaq actually give credit to centers. The Garden is such a beautiful building too. Been there once. It was great. Definitely would love to visit the Garden again. That was a great cut. I did love the action there, the cut by Hart. So yeah, I think, like I said, a lot of this can be attributed to just the Knicks controlling the pace, and they got to keep it at this pace. All right, so yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if the Pacers can pick up the pace a little bit here and what adjustments are made. They've shown some success this season against the vaunted Oklahoma City defense. They actually hammered them the last time they played. They dropped 152 on them. Like I said, if OKC matches up with the Pacers, I think the key with that again is just continue to attack inside. Just be relentless, especially using SGA. He's great inside. And the SGA, by the way, I think a big fun talking. I think what's on the line for SGA this finals is almost like if he wins a Finals MVP and a championship to cap off the season, this has got to be in the conversation for one of the greatest guard seasons of all time, right? Like scoring title, MVP, All NBA first team, Finals MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, championship, All NBA first team, elite defender. Like, there's literally nothing that he can't. It almost feels like there's really nothing that he can't do on the court. Like, genuinely, SGA is gonna this. Like I said, this could very well go down as just one of the greatest guard seasons that, like I said, not just like we've seen in a minute. This probably just might be one of the greatest guard seasons of all time. If he shows up, performs in the finals, and wins that finals MVP, who? Yeah, no. I do think that some people posed the question of who would win in a series between this year's finals bound Oklahoma City team or the 2011-12 team that had, KD and Russ. And to me, actually, a lot of people went with, KD and Russ because, well, it's like two MVP caliber talents. And I think the top end talent of the 11-12 team is terrific. But I would actually go, the other way, and I'd go with the 25 team. And what tips it scales for me is just the depth. Like when we start getting into fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh man, in the rotation, like this Thunder team clears like the 2011-12 Thunder team so laughably, right? I think when we talk about the the core four for the 11-12 Thunder, we got KD, Russ, Serge, Harden. Those guys match up well, but after that we start getting into just a lot of older role players that you're just kind of say, of course, the NFL action. We're don't have NFL action yet, but we've had training camp. Definitely looking forward to all the news and fun stuff that comes out of that. We're keeping detailed reports of all the Browns quarterbacks, so seeing how the Browns handle their quarterback fiasco will be interesting. I'm convinced that Treylon Burks is a tight end now. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the Packers, do year two under, another season with LaFleur, but year two in their new defensive scheme. So Halfley was terrific for them last year, great influence, and year two in his scheme should be absolutely fantastic. So like I said, we Say it's a great time to be a sports fan right now. Say we got the NBA Finals, WNBA, obviously, got baseball going on. Say we got some, great action in baseball, and then there's the Colorado Rockies, who have a total of 9 wins, which is that's probably, I think the Denver Nuggets have more wins than that since the start of the baseball season, which is really sad. So it's a great time to be a sports fan, but oh, that's cool. Super mega cakes. Some of these cooking shows are a lot of fun, honestly. There we go. Come on. I definitely want to add to my NBA jersey collection. The jersey collection I want to start and eventually make is I want to get a jersey for every single player on the 2021 Bucks championship team. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to start that soon. That'd be great. Want to get everybody, obviously, from Giannis to even guys like Elijah Bryan and Jeff Teague. We want the whole collection. Only 13 3-1 comebacks. Obviously, the most infamous all coming in 2016 with the Thunder blowing a 3-1 lead. Then the Warriors following that up in the finals by blowing a 3-1 lead, which had the ripple effect of Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors and creating a monstrosity of a team. Here we go. Hallie to Neesmith. Travel, yeah. That was a travel and a half. I thought they were going to miss that for a second. So here we go. I do love playing Brunson off the ball more against this defense. Say this Pacers team has been great, charge. Good job by Neesmith there. Great. Honestly, take a couple charges. Try to dissuade Cat from, driving to the basket. So here we go. Here comes Neesmith. Oh, swings it to Turner. Back to Neesmith. Getting downhill. Takes it up strong, but he misses the layup. So here comes Brunson. Oh, Hallie pokes it free. I think one of the biggest reasons for one of the biggest growth in Halliburton's game this year is he's been much better on the defensive end, just being much more active, on ball and help. I wouldn't say he's a great defender still by any means, but he is trying a lot harder on that end, and it's showing. Of course, they say that, and Brunson finishes a layup over him. Here we go. Swings to the corner. Nemhard. Yep, that's pure. Here we go. They're going to keep being I don't know. It looked like Brunson pushed with that offhand. Did he get away with one? Yeah, it looks like he. All right, well, here we go. Brunson going to the line, trying to make this thing a 13-point game. And it rolls in. Shooter's touch. All right. Here we go. Halliburton has Mitchell Robinson. Swings it to Pascal. Short. Here comes Brunson. Oh! But Bridges saves the loose ball. Go one. Good hit by Brunson. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like I thought that was a push. I thought that was a hardcore push off, but instead it's an and one. Halliburton with a good finish. So there we go. Good job, Neesmith. Say good block by Mitch. Wow. Feels like Nemhard's not scoring at all this series. His scoring's definitely down. He's been terrific for them throughout most of the playoffs, but yeah, his scoring's definitely been down this series. Can Bridges stay in front of anyone? I hope so. They paid 5 first for him, you know. Off, but Mitchell Robinson has been absolutely terrific for the Knicks to start this quarter. I think the double big lineup is perfect. Cat is obviously 7 foot, but he doesn't protect the rim well enough to, play the 5. And he doesn't really play the passing lanes well enough like someone like I know a lot of people argue with like Jokic, for example, doesn't, protect the rim well either. But I will say that, Jokic deflects a lot of basketballs and gets his hands at least in the passing lanes. I think Cat is just more suited, kind of as a 4. So putting him with Mitchell Robinson probably, works the best for both parties because, you want to keep, Big Mitch protecting that rim, which he's done exceptional at so far. Forced the turnover, great block on Halliburton, and just cleaned up that putback. There we go. So, like I said, say everybody tuning in, definitely appreciate it. Been having a lot of fun, watching the game, hanging out, reading the comments. So we are just chilling at a commercial break. Like I said, definitely appreciate everybody that's tuned in so far. So it looks like hopefully it's coming back any minute now. Yeah, here we go. Say Miles Turner's in jail right now. That's good. Good offensive. What a terrible offensive possession. That's just an absolute dumpster fire of a possession for Indiana. Foul on Towns. Okay. Yeah, no, Cat does commit the dumbest fouls. If he could just find a way to knock those out of his game, but at this point in his career, I agree. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, sir. And I agree. Regardless of who gets matched up with the Thunder in the finals, they're definitely the favorites. I think I would probably give the Pacers like a 25% chance to beat the Thunder. Say I'd give I would give a Thunder 75% chance to beat the Pacers. Pacers 25. I got that a little mixed up there for a second. Knicks probably like a 15% chance. I think the Pacers are kind of the more dangerous. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I think that I think the Pacers are the more dangerous of the two teams for the Thunder, but I think they should absolutely be favored. Just terrible hustle there by the New York Knicks. The only guy who got back was Mitchell Robinson, and say only one guy hustled back, and that's just disappointing. And one good hit. Yeah, no, absolutely. He is absolutely lucky. Cat just watched the ball, and like four Pacers hustled. Mitchell Robinson getting back is the only thing that prevented that from being an easy two. Alrighty, so here we go. Got some Jalen Brunson. He's going to try to take it right into Neesmith. Let's see. Here we go. Oh. Okay, well. Forced, yep, that was great. Force of travel. Great block right here. And just, yeah, he's had Turner in jail. No, that's fair. Uh, oh, what's going to happen? More of Robinson dominating the offensive glass? Yeah. Oh. And Thomas Bryant. This is a terrible. That's just brutal for. Good take by Cat. Oh, welcome. I'm just doing a watch along, hanging out, watching the game, reacting to it, hanging out with everybody here. I thought he was about to put that in anyway. Yeah, say that's just brutal for the Pacers. Tony Bradley is a much better matchup for much better player for this matchup. Good hit by OG. 20-point lead. We know that ain't safe. Morning. OG up and in. He just, I mean, Pascal did like exaggerate that a little bit, but yeah, Cat, like, he just flat out pushed him. You can't be mad at they called that a foul. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely get Cat out of this game for now. Say 20-point lead. Probably at this point, save him for the fourth quarter. I got you. I'm from the United States. Here we go. Oh, running a little elevator screen. Oh, good kick. Good kick. Saved an easy layup. Hart with another nice cut. Hey, PJ Tucker, how you doing? Greatest shoe collection in the league. Here we go. Good pass. Oh boy. PJ needs to go sit on the couch. Say Knicks are getting sloppy. They better be careful. Oh, they're in the bonus. Here we go. So the real question is, can the Pacers take advantage of this bonus? They got a whole half quarter of the bonus here, so be aggressive, try to get to the line, and maybe something good happens here. Josh Hart off. Mikal Bridges with the offensive rebound, swings it to Hart. Oh, almost got poked free, but he swings it over to Bridges, who's probably going to about to fade and take a mid-range jumper. No, gives it to Hart. Good fake, and just cannot finish. Off. Oh, come on. Nick, Josh Hart, you can't do that. Oh, Josh Hart cannot do that. You can't foul him 90 feet away from the basket. Yeah, and it's funny. I was complaining like I didn't foul him. Of course you did. You absolutely did. But like the Knicks, this has been disastrous so far for the Knicks because now they can't stop sending the Pacers to the free throw line. Yep. Here we go. Matherin is 2 for 2. Nope. All right, here we go. Carlisle ain't going to take anything from Brunson. Knicks, you need an answer. This is like where the Pacers make their bread and butter. I need to see something good here. Yeah, not that. Here's a good look, but Josh Hart couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat right now. And one. Obi Toppin. There we go. Pacers are starting to figure it out. Say the Knicks offense better start picking it up too, because We've seen this song or dance once or twice before when the Pacers start getting some easy buckets. Here we go. Great cut by Bridges. Great take by Toppin. Went to fake the screen, then just cut to the basket. Say Mitchell Robinson, he had a mismatch there on Tyrese, so Tyrese just grabbed him. Nope. No, I completely agree. Halliburton is great at passing guys open. That's like I said, that's one of the things I love about him most, and that's what I loved about when he before the year started. I predicted that he'd be the 11th best player in the league, and his ability to pass guys open and just make everybody around him better was a huge reason for that. And the Pacers are going back to the free throw line. Here we go. We're getting some real Precious Achua minutes. Still great minutes from Robinson, though. Like, that little burst that he gave him at the beginning of the third was just absolutely necessary. Here we go. Taking it. Nope. Good take by Brunson. Look away, Knicks fan. Precious is on the floor. Yeah. He didn't get fouled on that one. You can miss me with that. What? Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. That was a terrible foul by Ben Shepherd. Yeah, no, it was time to get Thomas Bryant out of the game because, like, he wasn't even spotting up in the dunker spot. That man was just standing in no man's land, like 8 feet away from the basket. Nope. Nope. Good hit by Bridges. Oh, here we go. Knicks, do you have an answer? And one. If I'm Rick, I gotta, yeah. I think you have to call a timeout here. Say Brunson giving another excellent performance tonight when they need it the most. Love it. Yep. I'd say Brunson will get that call every time. It's questionable, but he'll get that call pretty much every time. Toppin's got to be aware of that and be a little more careful on the closeout. So here we go. I guess if the if the Knicks pull it, win this one, what percentage do you give them? What chance do you give them to win Game 6 in Indy? Yeah, it's so hard with that. Like on one hand, you're like, what else can Toppin do? But it's also like you got to watch out for that Toppin because they're gonna give him that. So it's just such an impossible situation for Toppin right there. Here we go. They wanted to get rid of the Pachulia type plays. Now it's impossible. Yeah. I mean, I get the intent wanting to get rid of the Pachulia plays, but yeah. You don't want to completely handicap the defense. Good hit. Wow. Good finish by Precious, but are we sure that Pascal didn't get fouled on the other end there? Say, Pascal got hit. Yeah, it's your night when Precious is just getting buckets like that. At this point, Carlisle just take everyone out. Here we go. Oh. Just take everyone out. Siakam was clearly. That's what I was thinking. Like, I thought Siakam got hammered. Here we go. We're going to get downhill with McBride. Pull up. In. Picked off by DeLon Wright. He wants the pick 6, but he misses the reverse. So here comes Matherin to Toppin. There we go. Good foul by McBride. You got to give him credit for that. I think it just looked a lot like like it's a good foul by McBride. You don't want to just give him that easy layup, but yeah, I don't know if that just looked worse because obviously Pascal was in the air. I don't think there's anything there. I've been kissed harder than that. I I don't see that being anything else. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think just because he was in the air, it looked a little worse than it actually was. So, oh, say, shoot. Nah, say, yeah, that, like, there was nothing there. A few phone guys got. Yeah, it, absolutely. It's just never fun to see that. And one. These are the little plays that'll really cost you. Yeah, John Jarris Walker, he's giving him some good minutes. Here we go. Good board. Good board by McBride. Good hustle right there. Whoo! They need that though. Like I said, this is where it's most dangerous right now for the Knicks, right? Which sounds weird, but you have to slam the door on the Pacers. Don't let them think they have a chance. You just got to rip their heart out. And Bridges is hard off iron. Here we go. We're getting a little transition action or a fast break. Matherin to Siakam. Back to Matherin. He's going to take it right at Hart. Good pass to Siakam. Good kick out. Shepard and laces it. Walker. Another bad foul. You cannot foul, 40 feet away from the basket. Josh Hart is not a threat from out there. And he sticks it. Good hit by Matherin. You know where this is going. Mikal Bridges is going to chisel his way to like the little 10-foot jumper area. Yep. Good hit. In a minute. Yeah, that. All right, they have a shot. They have a chance. Here we go. Wow. Okay. Well, what a turn of events now. The Knicks have a real chance to push this lead back up to 20 or even 19. So you can't take anything with this Pacers team for granted. So here we go. Oh, come on. Chili's commercial. I've been to Chili's once. It was actually really good. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to have to watch 0.6 seconds of basketball, and then they're going to cut to more commercials. Nope. Yep. Here we go. It's funny because I want to say the Knicks are like, should be able to close this one out, but also with the way this series has been going, the Pacers might just have them exactly where they want them. Alrighty, so fourth quarter coming up. Let's see if the Knicks can hold on to this one. No guarantee when it comes to this Pacers team. See WNBA updates. The Liberty held on, closed out the Valkyrie, 82-77, and then the looks like the Chicago Sky are going to close out the Wings here. Say Enrique has 37. Could still very well get to 40 with, one more three. So she came to play today, but Camilla 23-8, Ariel Atkins was 17. So this would be a great win for the Chicago Sky. Michelob Ultra, never had it before. All right, here we go. Let's see if the Knicks can close this one out. So, yeah, like I said, all the credit in the world to Jalen Brunson. Win or lose, he's been absolutely terrific for the Knicks this season. So, here we go. Fourth quarter is starting. We're starting with Shamit's hitting step backs. Might be time to wrap it up. Say Brunson on the bench. Oh, and you're going to get Mather into the line. And first one's up, and it's good. Good hit by Matherin. Get some more McBride minutes. Let's see. Here we go. And it's up, and it's good. Good hit by OG Anunoby. Good hit by McConnell. What a quick answer. Expect the Pacers to be ultra aggressive. Oh, he missed. It's swarming. Oh, bad pass. We're going the other way. Good finish by Matherin. All right. That was. I completely agree. That was terrific by Matherin. Stay up, balanced, even with the contact, and just flips it right on in. Here we go. Oof. All right, let's see who gets the second one. Good hit. That's going to be out on McConnell. Yeah, somebody from Indiana just got to come get that ball. That was they kind of left McConnell trapped down there. Landry Shamet chance, baby. Oh, this is gonna be the brick. Yeah. It's a OG ain't catching that off the dribble. Come on now. Good take by Siakam. All right. Knicks. Don't let the Pacers stay in this game. Shamet with the three. Good look. Is short. McConnell loses it again. Oh, good strip. You got numbers. Take advantage. One more. Jarris Walker. Call timeout, Tibbs. Okay, good. Tip. No, that was absolutely a cat problem. Like he he took forever to get back into the play and didn't realize that he had Jarris Walker getting back into the play. So that's just absolutely poor hustle right there. If you're the Knicks, I think you got to just get Jalen Brunson back into this game. Yeah, both defenses have been, very quick to get these, force some turnovers. It feels like that's kind of been the turning point of this game for New York. Like, there's been a lot of loose balls, and it feels like they mostly favored the Knicks. Like, a lot of the times, even when they get, when their passes get tipped, it always finds another Knick. So, let's say if I'm the Knicks, I'm bringing Brunson back in. Like, say, clearly it's been a rough sledding. I only hated him as the number one in Toronto. No, I mean, that's valid, though. Like, Pascal, like, I think he's pretty clearly just not a number one option, right? I think he's the number two guy. Like, let me put it this way. I think he can be the number one offensive option, but can't be the overall best player, I don't think. And not to mention, I think the big difference between Pascal, because it almost feels like Pascal, like, at times plays the number one option. I think the difference, though, is, like, Indy knows how to put him in a lot better positions. In Toronto, a lot of the times he had to see him try to sit there and grind out his own positioning and really create for himself. Whereas, like, Indy, you got, like, Halliburton, McConnell, and even, like, guys like Neesmith and Nemhard, all willing passers, just kind of let Siakam get set up where he wants to, and then they find him. So, I agree. I love setting up Siakam with some great playmakers to help him out. So he was absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing the discourse around him if the Pacers do win a title. All right, here we go. This game is already fantastic, though. Like, I never thought I'd hear a Landry Shamet chant in an Eastern Conference Finals game. So, like, I don't know what else you can ask for at that point. Just if it's got to be a jump ball. Good job by Walker there, by the way. The thing Walker's just got to understand is stay down. Say Brunson knows that Walker's a bit younger, so if he's going to try to ball fake him into oblivion. Brunson trying to get the early jump. Get back. Turner. Oh. Here we go. Say somebody too easy, but he missed. They dodged a bullet. That was a clean look. All right. Go. Good take by Hart. All right, they needed that. Oh, rims out. Oh, could not finish. Here we go. Mikel on the weak side. Watch that roll. There we go. That was a good cut by Hart. All right, here we go. That was good. They're keeping the Pacers at arm's length. So here we go. Like I said, I'm looking forward to see if can the Knicks do this again in Indy? If they hold on to this one, can they do it again? All right, here we go. Oh, Taco Bell. The Jokic commercial. Here we go. So one frustrating part about watching a game sometimes, it's just sometimes these commercials feel like endless. I don't. Listen, I don't care about T-Mobile. I just want to watch basketball. Oh. Off. All right, just under 6 minutes to go. Oh, that's too easy. Too easy. All right, here we go. Come on. Say down 18 with 5 minutes to go. It doesn't seem likely, but also said that about a couple of these games. Say Knicks moving the ball well. Off. Oh, good pass up by Halliburton. Here we go. Gives it to Cat. Little handoff to Brunson. Good hit. They somehow lost Siakam. I don't know how you do that. Oh, this is gonna lead to a Siakam dunk, isn't it? Oh, there he is. Okay. I thought a couple. He faked like 5 times. Yeah, no. Here you go. Here comes Mather, and yeah, he ain't passing this. Good take though. Here we go. Nope, that's gonna be on the floor. Yep. He is very crafty once he gets in the open court. Yeah. Tim's like, yeah, we better talk about this. So here we go. Let's see if the Knicks can actually close this one out. I do love. It's so funny. I just took one looking at this graph on Twitter. It caught my eye. It's playoff career before turning 24. It has LeBron, KD, Ant, Luka, Giannis, SGA, Steph, Jokic, and they're showing how many games won in conference finals appearances. And Ant's third on that list with 21 games won and 2 conference finals appearances. KD 24, LeBron 26. Like, I always love how they like conveniently leave Tatum off these lists. It's so funny. Like, sorry, guess who has more than literally all of those guys before 24? You know, Kyle, you're the resident expert Celtics fan. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Tatum has like 27 and 2 conference finals appearances before 24. I know he has at least 26. I think he's actually has like 27-ish. Good take, Hallie. So here we go. Knicks looking to close this one out. Corner. OG, kick it to OG. Yep. Good job. Gotta. Oh, good board. And one. That might be the dagger. Yeah. Yeah, looks like Indiana's waving the white flag, just ready to go home. So I guess we'll see if Indy can finish this out on Saturday when we get Game 6 in Indy. Yeah, I say this one's over. Good win by the Knicks. That was a great answer. And that, yep, 18-point game. With that being said, I think I'm gonna start hopping off here. So it's a great watch along, but great win by the Knicks. I hope you all enjoyed the watch along. And hopefully you enjoy Game 6 and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you for tuning in to the And One podcast. If you like our content, you can find more on the Wire to Wire Podcast Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Want more And One? Find it on Wire to Wire. Like and share our Facebook page and join the And One Discord. Grab the link to join from our Facebook. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day.